Hi and welcome to this week's episode of Magoos Corner. I'm your host Trevor Gregg, joined by Sean Jacobson from the Rosewater Football Club. Hello mate.
Hello Trev, for the seventh time.
Seventh time, and I'm still doing good.
Yes you are.
So we jumped over a milestone this week on YouTube and Google. 50,000 views.
Yeah, that's quite a few people.
That's a lot, and we're doing this for a couple of years now. But it's I think it's a fantastic result, and there's thanks to the sponsors and also the Portland Hotel. And we have to throw something at the producer instead of a pie. But we just say thank you for his efforts, and happy birthday to the big fella too.
That's right, it is his birthday.
Yeah, it is. So it doesn't look a day over 60. So it's yeah, he's looking good. So let's have a look at the ladder for Division 1 reserves after 4 rounds, and Teacher Gully's sitting top with 4-0.
Yep, and same with Goodwood, 4-0.
Which is surprising, as I just said earlier.
Yeah, A grade sitting near the bottom.
Bottom with Henley is something I don't think I've seen before.
Yeah, no, them two have been powerhouses for the last few years.
I'm not sure what the go is. Is that unrest still happening at Henley? Don't know, but we just have to wait and see. Princey's coming in in their first year, 3-1 with Unley.
Yep.
3-1. Adelaide Union 2-2. The districts 1-2 with a draw. Which was with Salisbury North, I think it was. Henley 1-3, the same as Payneham, which is also a surprise because Payneham were very, very good last year. And this is massive. This is a wow type scenario. Trevor Old Collegians on 0-4. New club coach.
I said, I know their A grade were pretty strong last year, and I'm guessing their B grade would have been fairly...
yeah, quietly. Yep. Their B grade coach, really, really nice bloke. Again, forgotten his name. I was trying to make sure I had it right this week. Yeah, that's a massive surprise. As I said earlier, new coach, new culture, new game plans, and they're 0-4.
Yeah,
it's blown me away.
A pretty ordinary percentage for a Div 1 side as well.
And funny enough, we start with Trevor, who hosted Prince Alfred at Campbelltown Memorial Oval.
And no, never in it.
Oh no, 3-7-25 to 12-16-88 Prince Alfred.
Yeah, I said never in it. Just one no score in the second quarter and none in the last either. So yeah, they just ran away with Prince Alfred easy. Yeah,
Pritchard with 4, Holmes with a couple. Ramsey, Mosey, O'Collinson, Currier, Burford and Tromans were the goal scorers for Princeys. Pritchard, Holmes, Currier, Fowlis, Potts and Latchford were the best players on the day.
And the goal kickers for Trevor were Karachi, Harrison and Richard. I'm getting better with these names as well.
Richter, the Sphincter.
Yeah, and their best players were Du Bois, Williamson, Holland, Nisbet, Schilling and Weaver.
Nice. Something has to happen, I think, for Trevor. It's no good when you don't have the wins on the board, obviously, because I didn't have 18 of them. But it's a hard time to be around.
Or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Not sure. Next game, Goodwood Saints went to Largs Reserve to take on Districts. 16-6-102 to District 7-3-45.
Yeah, my mate Niska out of Districts, he assured me that their A and B grade would be top 3 this year. So thanks for making yourself a liar of yourself there, Niska, because both your teams are struggling a bit here, mate.
Big Rusty Martin kicked a couple. Johnson with 2. Miller, Pryor and Coda Levine playing in the 2s. Pryor, Greg, Story, Miller and Martin were the best players for Dizzies.
And for Goody Saints, their goal kickers were Johnson with 3, Good, Maslin, Ewers, Schiller with 2, and singles to Slate, Levy, Register, I'm going to say his name is.
Yep.
Byrne, Quinn, and their best players were Quinn, Slape, Lynch, Baker, and Ewers.
It's something also happening out at Goodies.
And the other side that you think something's happening with.
Oh yes, Henley. They travelled out to Petteringa Oval to take on Teacher Gully. 11-8-74 to Henley's 4-4-28.
Yeah, and another game where they were not in it even from the start. They just couldn't score early, and it pretty much kept that way for the rest of the game, with only 4 goals. Maybe
there needs to be more leading teams meetings.
Could do.
In amateur league.
Oh, Sharkers. I could go on all night about the Sharkers. As I said, I said it before. I just hate them.
They were always one of those teams that as juniors, Rosewood Colts and stuff. They were always the best. They had that. It's like
good to see
Geelong.
him struggle.
Just a little bit. Not too much though. Always got respect for opposition clubs. But as I said, maybe a couple of meetings this week. They might be able to sort it out. But the goal scorers with Lodge with 3, Trussell with the 1, Raisin, Downing, Lodge, Martin, Kiddo, and Lawless were the best players.
And for Tea Tree Gully, their goal kickers were West with 3, Penny and Jelfs with 2, singles to Curley, Tigerman, Robinson and Hannah, and their best players were Penny, Cox, Schilling, West and Miller.
Yes, I'm not sure what the go is down there. You'd want to think that Kimmy Cobb has got something ready to go.
Still find a way to keep in Divi 1, and even this B grade find a way to win some games soon, you'd think.
You'd want to hope so, but imagine the story if they both dropped out of Division 1. It'd be a first time for a long time for me. I don't know them outside of it.
I'd find it quite funny actually.
Live television. Now, looking at this game, Salisbury North hosted only Mercedes Jets, and the Jetters getting up 11-7-73. Salisbury North 7-16-58, getting it in the last quarter.
Yeah, they were down too, and Salisbury North's bad kicking let them down big time.
Yep. I mean, I know that Unley have been okay so far, adjusting to Div 1. Looking at the goal scorers, we had Batty with 3, Canal with a couple, same as Holiday, Davies, Spinello, Matna and Ryan, and the best players were Davies, Spinello, Duval, Canal and Batty.
And for Salisbury North, we had 2 to Victor and singles to Beasley, Holland, O'Loughlin. Vasari, I'm going first, and then Kutlarkis. Best players were Kutlarkis, Beasley, Behrens, Victor and Pascoe.
So something a little bit they wouldn't expect Salisbury North to go down at home. Very tough ask going out there to play footy. Now the last game of the round, surprising, and especially seeing where they are at the moment on the ladder. Payneham went out to Adelaide Uni, and it was 11-17, 83 Uni to Paynham's 5-4-34. So very different result for me.
Yeah, big win to the Unis. Could have been a bit more of a kick straight, but yet again, wasn't out there. Don't know how windy it was.
Because the Falcons usually have very good firepower up front. You know, the guys like the young Agarastas, who's just an absolute pest in front of goals. And to see if he's in there.
I agree.
He's always gone up. He's been pulled up, so that's why they lost. No Agarastas, no B-grade.
You've heard it first.
Oh, you've heard it here. Harness with a couple, Lynch, Imbrogno and Subalis, and the best players were Chatsadianis, Drummond, Costanzo, Lynch and Santillo.
And for Unis, we had Offie with 4, right off. Connell with 3, Morn with 2, and singles to Murdoch and Slade. Best players were Off, Warren, Morn, Harms, Deering and Jamison.
So let's have a look at the next round. Goodwood Saints host Adelaide Uni at Goodwood Oval.
Adelaide Uni, because Goodwood seem to be struggling.
And I don't think I probably would have tipped Adelaide Uni to go anywhere near Goodwood Saints over the past 12-24 months, but for me, Adelaide Uni, I reckon they're going to get the job done at Goodwood. I don't think the form's going to change for Goodwood as a club, and Adelaide Uni will get it done. Especially taking on Payneham last week and getting it, I think they'll beat Goodwood. Henley and Ross Trevor at Henley Memorial.
I think Henley will get a win this week, and I think Ross Trevor won't get off the board.
I think Ross Trevor they're going to get. I think Jacko will get them up and about.
First win for the year.
Get the first win for the year against Henley at Henley's Oval, or the win farm, so to speak.
Yeah.
But for me, Ross Trevor in an upset.
Even at Henley. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think Mercedes Jets take on Tea Tree Gully at Kingswood.
Even though Unley have started well in the reserves this year, I still reckon Tea Tree Gully will win this one.
You'd expect so. I think it'll be a close game, but Tea Tree Gully for me. Princeys and Port Districts at Park 9. Beautiful oval.
Princeys and easy for me.
Yeah, I think Prince Alfred will get it done. Do you think Districts may employ a little bit of thuggery?
Nah, they've got no thugs out there. I was going to say a different word, but I'll just say weak individuals.
Tom teams, I think it is. And the last game, Payneham and Salisbury North at Payneham Oval.
Payneham for me, they'll bounce back and win this one.
I
reckon easy as well.
I like Payneham too. I think Macca will make some changes in the ones, send some blokes down and get the job over Salisbury for me.
Yeah.
So that's all we've got time for this week. Again, make sure you subscribe to the SA Footballer magazine and we'll catch you again next week.